we're stronger than a hurricane.
What an outstanding competition.
Miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
You ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A
the show.
hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Hello, Houston!
Oh, there is no better way to start this rodeo than to hear that from Bob Tolman. As you can see, he's not with us. He is getting better each and every day, so thank you for all of you who are praying for him. He probably is not going to make it back to the show this year, but he fully intends to live up to everything he planned on doing all summer long. So Godspeed to you, Bobby T. In the meantime, Andy, here we are in our first semifinal, and Bob would tell you the intensity goes up and weird things happen. Well, one of the weirdest things I saw happen all week long, or all 2 weeks long so far, was to Bradley Miller in the bareback riding. This guy just about won this rodeo a year ago. He was going to sweep his Super Series. Well, look what happened. His cinch broke. Not only did he hit the ground, his rigging was still in his hand. What do you do when this happens? My gosh, you just about won your entire Super Series. What do? You just tip your hat and say, okay, I'll see you in the semifinal. He's up tonight. I'm looking forward to see how Bradley handles it.
Well, the great thing is, in the playoffs portion of this rodeo, you see more emotion and more reaction from anybody. Now, there's a very interesting guy in the steer wrestling. Chase Crane, we asked him, how are you feeling coming into the semis?
Well, the first night, I'm not going to lie to you, I was really nervous. Second night, it got a little better. Third night, I'm comfortable. Semifinals, you're looking at the winner.
Well, he was the winner. This run right here of 4.1 for Chase got all the emotion and all the reaction that we look for, and a guy that could leave here with the biggest check of all if he advances from the semifinals. I look forward to see what Chase can do.
You just like that celebration dance. It looks like you when you win a chuck wagon race, which is rare, I should mention. Anyway, let's go down to the arena floor, because I know Janie Johnson's got world records on her mind. Hi, Janie.
Hi, Boyd, and that's exactly right. For the barrel race, I want to do a little bit of a flashback to remind everybody where the arena record stands here in the barrel race. First, I want to start with 2012. Carly Pierce, now Carly Otero, came out here in the arena on her awesome gelding, Rare Dillon. We all remember this world champion horse right here. You'll notice by that third barrel, they had a little bit of a wall to work off of that they don't have this year, and they didn't have it in 2015 when Kaylee Bass tied that arena record of a 13.92 on her awesome gelding Cowboy. Now, I bring up the arena records because I'm saying there is a chance. We are flirting with that line just a little bit. We've seen it 14.17, a 14.18. There's a chance we could get close to that this season.
All right, well, we'll have to see if they do. Let's start with this elimination round in the tie-down roping sponsored by Boot Barn. We call it elimination because the 4 best times go on and the 6 slowest go to a wild card. Riley Webb not only won Rodeo Houston, he won the World Championship for the 3rd time in a row. We're going to start today with a world champion, and then Shane Hainsey's another one. Tyson Durfee's another champion of the world. Pretty impressive field, Andy.
Indeed it is, Boyd. That world champion you noted is Haven Medjed of Miles City, Montana. Had one of the most impressive rookie seasons of all time. Won the collegiate title, the Rookie of the Year, and World Championship all in 2019. Since then has not looked back. A 2-time NFR average champion. He's crossed the $2 million mark and has already won over $4,000 this year from Super Series 5.
And he married a world champion breakaway roper who might be able to get in on a calf quicker than he can.
He'll set the pace. Good catch. Got to get that calf up. Cost him just a little bit of time. Oh, and then the calf kicks on him. Took a gamble by only taking one wrap and a hooey, but if I had to put money on it, my own money, the money that's going to feed my kids, I would say 9 and 8 sends them to the wild card.
Yeah, I'm probably bet with you. Now, we've got 9 guys to go. We've seen weird things happen. But in this field, you got to think Haven Midget thinks 9-8 might be a little long as well. Let's go to probably he is the youngest kid you'll see tonight in the tie-down roping. He's only 19 years old. Well, what's a 19-year-old doing at Rodeo Houston? Well, he won the permit finals. So he got an invitation because he won the permit finals in Waco. Oh, wait, how's this kid going to do? I mean, come on. First time to Houston, all of these Wolves. Won the first round of his Super Series. He was in Super Series 2 and won round 1. Ace Reese, Akia, Texas. Barrier lines in full force. You can see it tied together with that little piece of white string on the left. Calf's got a trip before the horse does. Brown and white paint, hard running calf. Flings it. Ooh, meets him. Strings him. Gathers. Ties him. There you go. Well, if we weren't pumped about a 9-8, we're still going to be a little skeptical on a 10 flat.
Well, that horse hopped a little bit on him, so he's off the barrier line. You want to be as close to the barrier as you can be without breaking it. And by the time he roped that calf, he was about halfway down the arena. And obviously the Houston Texans play football here, so if you're at the 50-yard line, you're a long ways from the barrier line.
Let's turn to a guy who has been here and done it, albeit 15 years ago. Before he won his first world championship in 2013, he was the Rodeo Houston champion in 2011. Now, folks, most Cowboys dream of going to the NFR, our Super Bowl, our World Series, once. This guy has been to the NFR 16 consecutive years in a row. He's a 2-time NFR champion. Not the biggest guy here, 5'10", 165 pounds. Champion of Tucson before he came to Houston. Shane Hanchey is who we're looking at, the Louisiana Cowboy. There you go. I'm going to say that has a shot.
It does, and Shane has ridden some of the best tie-down roping horses. Look at how that horse just backs up easily, keeps the rope tight for him, and that right there is part of the difference. I mean, because he went the same amount of distance as Ace Reese did, but he's a half a second faster.
So let's go to the second youngest guy you're going to watch tonight. The reigning Rookie of the Year in professional rodeo in this contest. This is Tyler, or his buddies call him Buck Calhoun. 20 years old. He got a check in Fort Worth, San Antonio, and Tucson. He's going to set the bar. His time will give us a 4th place number that everybody else has to beat. Buck. Hard running Charlet. Nearly that 50-yard line Andy referenced a second ago. Horse kind of overworking the rope now. And 12-9 is going to give us that 4 spot. So that means now every contestant you watch after Buck has to be 12-9 or faster. And this is when the rodeo gets fun, because now that you've got a bar set that everybody knows they got to beat, we start seeing people pick up the pace.
Well, and you think about simple percentages. If you make it out of our semifinal directly to the championship, it's a 4 out of 10 chance. The wild card, it's 1 in 6. So you cut your chances in half. Michael Otero understands that, because back in 2019, he left this rodeo as the champion. Assisted him in getting down the road to qualify to his first national finals rodeo.
And he snuck into the semifinal by winning 4th in Super Series 1. His wife, Carly, we just watched what Janie was talking about, the arena record in the barrel racing. That's his wife that holds that. Michael's now 43 years old. Champion at Greeley last year. 6'2", 195 pounds. Here comes the Alabama native. There you go, stud. Holds that slack to the calf with him standing. Perfect. Gather and tie. Yes! He's got it on his mind. and say goodbye to Buck Calhoun and say hello to Michael Otero.
I don't know if you can get out any better than he just did. Handles his slack excellently. Down the line, I mean, that was picturesque for a guy that was a quarter of the way down the pin. Nice work.
So now Ace Reese, the 19-year-old, is on the bubble. The next guy that ties a calf faster than 10 flat will send Ace Reese to the wild card. Could it be Seth Hall, the 35-year-old from Albuquerque, New Mexico? The Turquoise Circuit champion all-around Cowboy? If it involves a horse and a rope, this man can do it at a high level. He finished 4th in Super Series 4, so he snuck in the bottom spot of his Super Series. 6'1", 170 pounds.
He's been as fast as 9 and 2, but right now needs to beat 10 flat. Got a good calf, one of the slower ones, but has to get him up. He will do so. Keep going, Seth. One wrap and a hooey, takes a gamble. 9 and 6. If it holds, that moves into 3rd, and Ace Reese is out.
And Haven Medjid at 9'8", the champion of the world, is going to have to sweat 4 more ropers. If the next 4 guys are longer than 9'8", the world champion from Montana is into the finals. If any of the final 4 are faster than 9 and 8, Haven Medjid will have to go through the wild card. Here we go, Macon Murphy. Keachai, Louisiana, qualified for the national finals in 2022. 5'8", 165. Not the biggest guy here either. 2021 college national champion. He was a point guard. Got Division II scholarship offers to play basketball. Yeah! Stuck him in the money hole. Uh-oh. That's what happened. Now, why did he just look so disappointed? Because he looked back and he saw that yellow flag on the ground. When you break the barrier, the judge throws a flag. And you can tell by the way it was tripped that the horse did it, not the calf. So instead of that time, it's of 8 and 3, it's an 18 and 3.
So he is on to the wild card. That's also one of the 4 calls that we have here that is replayed each and every time it happens to make sure we have a confirmation of the call. So our officials are looking that over to make sure, and it is confirmed that he did break the barrier.
Yeah, right. It's like replay review in any other sport. The broken barrier is one of the ones that are always mandated that they be looked at.
Rustin Mutton of Winter Springs, California, the all-around champ of the Clark County Fair and Rodeo, is number 11 in the world. 2-time NFR qualifier, needs to be 9 and 8 or quicker. Hard-running calf takes a step to the right. See if the West Coast native can make up some time on the ground. Goes back to his horse at 9 and 3, holding his breath.
And if it holds, he'll move into the number 3 spot. Number 2.
Yeah, so he's guaranteed to move on with only 2 more to go.
Haven Medjid, the world champion, has just been bumped to the wild card. Here comes another world champion and Rodeo Houston champion. His name is Tyson Durfee. We asked him, how excited are you to be here tonight?
You know, I'm excited to be here in the semifinals. This is my very favorite rodeo all year long, and I haven't been here in about 4 or 5 years. So this really means the world to me, coming out of retirement, winning the Super Series, and getting back to the semifinals.
Yes, he won a guitar. He won a guitar in Super Series 1. All right, champ. 42 years old, 25th season.
Won nearly $5 grand in our first Super Series, dating back 15 days ago. It's hard to believe it's gone that fast. He's crossed the $2 million mark. 9-6 or faster to bump Seth Hall. If he's 9-4, he's guaranteed to move on. Calf takes a step to the right. Oh no! Gather it all together. Keep going, Tyson. But kicking calf will make things difficult. Now he's just going to go through the formality of finishing the run. And 16-9. Durfee is on to the wild card. Seth Hall can breathe a little easier.
For a little bit. He's still got to sweat Tom Kraus. Yeah, he thought he was done, and then he saw the bobble and went, okay. There's one more to sweat for Seth. Now, his fastest time is 9.2, but Tom Kraus's fastest time is 8.6. So, if Tom Kraus ties Seth Hall at 9.6, he'll win the tiebreaker. So, he will win the tiebreaker. So, all he has to do in order to advance to the championships on Saturday, I say like it's easy, right? Just tie one in 9.6 for the 24-year-old. Tied one in 7.6 at San Antonio. Ranch-raised Cowboy went to his first NFR last year. Competed in Super Series number 4. 6'2", 210 pounds of Cowboy. Here we go. Calf gets the jump. Horse scotches just a little. Keeps him standing. That's good. 9.6. We're at 7. 8. Where do we stop? Wow! By 1/10 of a second, and Hall realizes he has got to go through the wild card as long as this calf stays tied. Did he stay tied?
Nope. Calf got up before the 6-second kick-free period.
So Seth is in.
That's right. The gamble did not pay off for Tom. As you can see that calf getting up, no time for Tom Kraus.
Seth, guess what? You made it. His calf kicked free, and that means Tom Kraus is headed to the wild card. Michael Otero is going to put another $3,000 in his pocket. Haven Medjed might have a gold buckle, but he's going to have to use it in the wild card. Same for Buck Calhoun. But that guy right there, the 2019 champion of Rodeo Houston. And we talked about at the top, the animation that you're going to see out of the guys who do well and out of the guys who don't. Oh, there's a lot on the line. Michael Otero, Russian Mutton, Shane Hainsey, and Seth Hall. See y'all on Saturday night for the championship round. Tie Down Roping brought to you by Boot Barn.
Welcome to the Rodeo Houston Super Series Advancement Rounds. Here's how it works. We started with 360 athletes, 40 in each event, who competed in 5 different Super Series. The 4 highest money winners of each Super Series advanced into one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 athletes in each of the semifinals. We will take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 to advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go into one of our 2 wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship for a shot at the $65,000. And that's how the Rodeo Houston Advancement Rounds work.
Stick around. It's bareback riding time coming up in just a few moments.
Hey folks, if you're 21 or older, pledge to rodeo responsibly as the Miller Lite designated driver. Scan that QR code and receive a complimentary fountain drink or bottle of water. Responsibility has its rewards. Always plan for a safe ride home.
Thanks to Cavender's Boot City for sponsoring our hard-working arena crew. They're down in the dirt and on the chutes, making it all work behind the scenes.
Well, we certainly hope that you have tickets to the final 4 performances, but if you don't, remember, you can always catch us live on the Cowboy channel, the Space City Home Network, or Telemundo. Let's meet our Spanish announcers. That is Enrique and Luis. Hola, Cowboys.
Hola, Andy, hola, Boyd. Por supuesto, les invitamos a descarguen su aplicación de Telemundo. También en RodeoHouston.com encuentran toda la acción del rodeo en español.
And now for today's phrase of the day. Pretal, montura de cuero, meaning bareback riding, the rigging, the most critical piece of the equipment since the event lacks saddle and also a halter. The rigging features a heavy-duty suitcase-style handle, hard to place your glove inside, and always very hard to pull it out. We're talking here that sometimes the Cowboys are left hanging.
Yeah, it's exciting for us to watch, but you don't want to be that Cowboy. Thanks, Luis.
No.
Thank you, Enrique. We look forward to your call on Telemundo. Check out that hat. Oh, that cost a couple of carnival tickets. I'm here to tell you right now. That's a beauty.
What a great audience we have, too. Ready to watch the bareback ride. Brought to you by Chevron. Who did it the best a year ago? Rocker Steiner. Left here, kept collecting checks, and ended the year world champion. He will be in our semifinal competition tomorrow night, but a whole host of great bareback riders here in semifinal number 1, including world champion Clayton Bigelow.
All right, Kate Berry's brother has won this rodeo twice. He wants to up his rodeo to his older brother. Weatherford, Texas Cowboy and Guardian Angel, the Survey Company. Sam Peterson was 86.5 on this horse here last year. And that's what you want to do, Andy. If you're the first Cowboy to go, you want to go make the best ride you can on the horse you got. Get those numbers up there. Put some pressure on the guys that make them think they got to do more. Nice way to start it for Cade Berry. 86.5 points on the Guardian Angel.
Well, you've made the comment before, Boyd, that typically in the semifinals, they get a pen of horses that allow them to show off their ability, show off how well they can spur a horse. We would love to see that from Bradley Miller, who is a cinch mishap away from sweeping his Super Series. Still won $6,000 in Super Series 3, but the Huntsville, Texas, Sam Houston State Bearcat wants some more.
Which means you got the guitar, right? You win a Super Series, you get a guitar. Some rodeos will give you a rifle, spurs, belt, buckle. You know, this place, you win a Super Series here, you're going home with a guitar and a pair of boots. All right. We're watching Bradley get on board. He's 22 years old. He's been to 2 national finals. His dad, Bubba, is the rodeo coach at Sam Houston State University up the road in Walker County.
Where you were talking about guitars, this horse kind of sounds like a rock and roll song. The horse's name from the Surveys, this is Love Bites.
Well, that's Binion outside with the neck rope. See, they've got a rope over the top of the horse's head so it can't rear over backwards. You see that rope that's twisted? They asked him, "Are you good?" He said, "No, we're not good," because the horse is kind of balled up in the back half of the chute, so they're wiggling the slide gate, thinking that motion.
Show a little more daylight.
Show them a little more daylight, he said. Show them a little bit more of that slide gate. Show them a little bit
try
more.
like this. There we go.
All right, there we go, he said. Here comes Bradley Miller. Love Bites from the Survey brothers. The man who almost won it here a year ago has brought his riding breeches on a semifinals night.
He's tipping his hat as the pickup men move in. You can see how aggressive he is with his feet. He wants this. He's going to be a half a point shy of number 1. 86 points for Bradley.
Well, they're putting the pressure on the rest of this field. Look at him tip his hat to everybody. Nice job, Bradley. Hey, next up is a world champion named Clayton Bigelow. We asked him, how important is the horse you drew tonight?
It's really important. All these guys ride really good. The horses are good. It's going to be a spurring contest. So, yeah, best guy with the best horse is going to win.
A spurring contest, and that's what you want. You don't want somebody drawing a horse that's likely to duck, dive, and throw him to the ground and not let him be 80 points. This is tough on anybody to put together a pen of 10 horses like this to try to make them as even as you possibly can.
Well, Clayton has had this horse before in San Antonio. This is Chocolate Thunder from the Cervies. This past world champion has a little bit of history with this bay horse. Now, first jump out, he has to have his spurs in contact with the horse above the horse's shoulders. That's known as the mark-out rule. There it is. Great, strong mark-out. This horse is kicking high and hard out the back, too. A lot of power coming out of this horse, boy.
Yeah, and this horse has got some moves with his front shoulders. This horse has got some moves with his front shoulders that could make him a little tough to track. Watch the front shoulders of the horse. Duck to the right. He'll come back a little bit later, go back to the left. And 79 points, I'm afraid, probably will not be enough to get Clayton. It looks like he's had to do a wild card more than likely. It's unofficial for right now, but let's turn to a amateur tattoo artist, see what he's got going for us.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that he was an amateur tattoo?
You sure he didn't just put that in there as clickbait?
I don't know if it's clickbait or not.
Well, it's Jaco Roper, the two-time NFR qualifier, who definitely has pink chaps on. I can tell you that much. It may not be Christmas, but the horse is named Holy Night. Generations Pro Rodeo. Wasey Shala was 84.5 on this horse in Kissimmee. The horse comes from Peyton Franks and company. A little stall there in the middle, and Jaco's in trouble. I think he reached down before the 8. Yeah, they're waving a yellow flag.
He did. So you have a bind. Your leather hand, your leather glove has a bind in that rigging. It helps hold your hand in the rigging, and when that bind cracks, you need two hands to survive, and that's what I believe happened. That bind kind of let go, and he realized, oh my gosh, I'm not holding on with my hand anymore. It slipped in my rigging, and so therefore it's going to be a no score for Jaco. So we still only have 3 qualified rides, 86.5, 86, and 79. Let's go to a guy who's been on fire. He won the guitar in Super Series number 4. This is R.C. Landingham.
5-time NFR qualifier, the California Circuit Finals champ. Midnight Snack. It's the Chocolate Bay horse from the Cervies. Kate Saunier put up some big numbers in Fort Madison on.
But here's the thing about a Midnight Snack, all right? It sounds good at the time, at midnight, when you go to get the snack. Then you go back to bed, it gives you indigestion, stomach troubles, and you're like, why did I even take the Midnight Snack?
How dare you talk bad about Midnight Snacks? I love Midnight Snacks.
So if we need to, hey, no, let's not. Let's stay right here. He's about to nod.
Cut that inside eye, Rob.
Make that head turn to the left just a second.
Go ahead.
Long-legged Cowboy from California. Showing them off. So it's a little bit more difficult for a long, lanky Cowboy to be on a smaller horse, but Boyd, I thought he handled it well.
He did. You know, but RC's been doing this at a high level for a long time. That is a horse from the Cervie Championship Rodeo Company. That's good, 83.5, and now everybody else has to be 79 or better. And now that bar will just keep rising. So right now, RC sits third at 83.5, and he'll just have to wait out the last 4 or 5 guys to see how it shakes out.
Tanner Ross continues to get better as the clock winds and ticks. He's an 8-time NFR qualifier. If you go back 14 years ago, he won a collegiate title for Missouri Valley College. But at nearly $2 million, 4,000 in Super Series number 5, Tanner keeps on riding. Tube Socks, the horse from the Cervie brothers. They were 83 already in Super Series 4 on this horse.
So remember now, half the half the points come from the horse. 1 to 50 points on how hard is the horse to ride. 1 to 50 points on how well did the Cowboy ride a hard-to-ride horse. He's got to be more than 79. He is, but he leaves himself vulnerable at 82.5. That is now the number 4 spot with 4 Cowboys to go. Tanner, and that's going to put that guy out. Bigelow now is going to the wild card. The former champion of the world will have to be the one man standing.
The next 3 Cowboys all in their 20s. Here's the number 1 man in the world, Wacy Shala, freshman 15. And the young man in his 3rd season is not riding like a freshman. There's a reason he's number 1 in the world. He was 91 points in San Antonio to win their title. And the all-around Cowboy just continues to get better.
Oh my gosh. 85 points for the 20-year-old sensation. That drops R.C. Landingham to 4th. Now, if you're one of the final 3 Cowboys to go, you got to be more than 83.5. Oh boy, that's a lot to ask. There's R.C. talking to Tanner. So Tanner's out. He's joining Bigelow in the wild card. This is Ben Kramer, Max, North Dakota. Got to be 83.5. Oh no! Got rock thrown into his riding hand. So he's riding right-handed, and when this horse makes a hard left-hand turn, all the pressure is going to go to the right. Watch this horse suck back to the left, and that just gets him off his seat. So no score for Ben Kramer. RC's got 2 more to sweat.
So you got a 21-year-old and a veteran NFR qualifier vying for those last 2 spots. Here's 21-year-old Jason Wilson of Marshall, Missouri, qualified by winning the permit finals in Waco. He's got a great horse, Boyd, called Pearl Harbor that they've been as high as 87 on.
He got out of his Super Series. He was in Super Series 1. He won the last spot there. Here we go. Wilson, show me state. Gotta show us what you got. We need 84 points. And the 21-year-old. He won around at San Antonio with an 88.5. I don't think he's going to post that on this particular effort, but he might be enough to bump Landingham. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, half a point shy. 83. So RC has dodged 3 bullets. Let's go to Janie.
RC, I saw that big deep breath that you just took. What's going through your mind being on the bubble?
Oh, this is nothing I'm not used to, so just waiting it out. Taylor Broussard's got a really good horse right here. And, I'm not counting my money, that's for sure.
You did your part. 1 more to go.
Taylor Broussard's got Bay Nation. That's the horse he was talking about.
Gotta be 83, and it ain't gonna happen. Had to be 83.5 to even scare RC. RC is moving on to championship night by the hair on his chinny chin.
Came down to a half a point, but right after the ride, Taylor was looking down at his hands. You were talking about somebody losing his bind. I wonder if the same thing happened to Taylor, because he comes down at the 6-second mark and a no score for Broussard. Landingham survives.
Good job, RC. See you Saturday night. Oh, run that hand in that rigging. Just look at their faces, folks. That'll tell you the story of what kind of work this 8 seconds is. You better bear down. Better fire with those feet. Beat the horse to the ground on the front end. Tanner is headed to the wild card. Oh, Wacy threw an 85 on him, and Ben's like, okay, I might want to be a dentist. And then, of course, the Payne and Jaco, the Smile and Bradley. That's the growl right there. But Dave Barry leading the way. He's headed to the championship round. He's taking Bradley Miller, Wasey Shala, and R.C. Lanningham with him. Thank you to Chevron for bringing us the bareback ride.
Match them up 2x2. Team roping is next here in H-Town.
Thank you to Houston Methodist, the official healthcare providers for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and supporters of our Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine team, caring for our rodeo athletes.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. We'll make it easy for you. Just point your camera at the QR code of our center screens, and it'll take you directly to our closed caption mobile app. Speaking of the screens, look up. It's the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam, bringing out the Wild West in you. Let's see who's looking good today. Good-looking cowgirl there on the sorrel horse, jumping up and down, learning how to do it.
Having so much fun out there. Next thing you know, look at that beard out there on the Carnival cruise ship. Good-looking cowboy hat. I love to see it.
Seems like we're breaking all of them to ride. Good job, cowgirl. Don't worry about that bucking horse. You can do it.
Well, a little bit of yeehaw right there. We got a red hat on here at Houston. Next thing you know, you are on a bucking bull. Hey, you need to get a cowgirl hat. That looks good out there.
Getting a tan, waving and smiling with that cowboy hat on. Thank you again, Carnival Cruise Line, for helping us out with our cowboy cam.
Oh, look at that Ferris wheel with the bow-legged H on it. It's a begging. It's fun outside of the carnival, but inside, it's time to find out who's advancing to the finals in the team roping. Presented by Corral Boots. 1 year ago, it was Derek McGay and Coulter Todd. They made it to a semifinal, but they'll be out in tomorrow's semifinal. Here's your lineup. Sinagini and Bueller, 2 world champions right there to keep your eyes on.
Number 8 and number 3, respectively, is where Bry Kreitz and Ross Ashford stand in the PRCA World Standings. They won the Fiesta de los Vaqueros in Tucson. Won about 5,000 as a duo, but head loop comes off. No time for the first team. They are wild card bound.
Well, and that's what you face when you're the first of 10. You can't sit back and go, oh, it only takes a 6 flat to get in the top 4. That's the luxury that you might have if you're the 9th or 10th team to go. On the right of your screen is the 2015 World Champion header. On the left of your screen is the 2016 World Champion heeler. 2 world champions, Aaron Sinagini from the Navajo Nation in Arizona. Jeremy Bueller from the Maple Leaf Country of Canada. They advanced out of Super Series 5. Jeremy won this rodeo with Ren Richard back in 2023. So Bueller has left here before as a Rodeo Houston champion. Sinagini chunks it. Bueller for 2. And that left foot, you can tell Jeremy's disappointed by the way he pulled that rope back a second time. Because watch the heel loop. He's got 2 feet. All he's got to do is get dallied. He's got to watch. Right in there. Just get dallied. He slipped the left leg. That cost him 5. That's 10-2.
I was able to witness this team split the win at the Rooftop Rodeo in Estes Park, Colorado. Corbin Rice and Cooper Freeman. Hobbs, New Mexico, and Carthage, Missouri. See if they can be the first clean run of the evening. And they will be clean. That's nice. 5.5, and that is the fastest time they have posted yet at Rodeo Houston.
Yeah, and so now I'll ask you, Andy, with 7 teams left to go, is 5 and 5 safe?
No.
All right. That's. I think it's pretty safe. I'd give them a 75% chance of making it, but I'm not guaranteeing it. Not with guys like Jake Smith and Douglas Rich yet to go. Both of them top 30 in the world. Both of them NFR Cowboys. Big hoop. There it is. See? 5-1 will quickly drop that 5-5 to second place. And Jake Smith and Douglas Rich look really good with 6 teams to go. They can stand to get moved 3 times. Lots of rope out there on that horn catching side.
Waldex, Saskatchewan, and Pueblo, Colorado. T. McLeod is the header, the man in the black shirt on the right of your screen. Trey Yates comes from a legendary rodeo family out of southern Colorado. His dad, a many time AQHA world champion. Of course, Dick and Kelly Yates, too. Trey, in his own right, a 4-time NFR qualifier, has earned over $1 million, and he is fast with a heel rope. Watch this. Oh, no, but he misses his dally. Had some troubles in Super Series number 3. And no time here, they're going to the wild card.
There's nobody going to be happy to see him in that wild card, I can tell you that. See, that rope's not tied to the saddle horn. He's trying to get it wrapped around, but you get your finger caught between that rope and the horn, and you'll be minus a finger. Now, when it comes to just flat plain being fast, they don't get any faster than Dustin Egaskiza. JC Flake, they were 4th in Super Series 1. Look out! Are they cleaning the field? Folks, that is 1/10 of a second off the arena record. Walt, we almost had to get some new plans for a different building.
I don't know if Sherwood is watching, but Walt is sweating. 4.1, that is blistering fast. And now 10-2 is on the chopping block.
Yeah, Sinigini and Bueller, the 2 world champions that we had go as the second team. Here's another talented team. Look, if you were playing basketball, you'd want these guys on your team. The header is 6'4", 180 pounds. The heeler's 6'3", 180. They're both athletic. Brenton Hall, he can reach. Caden Profili, Jacksonville, Texas, teamed up with Jay, Oklahoma. 10-2 or faster to get in the top 4. The faster you are, the safer you'll be. No, ended up with a leg. So 5-3 goes to 10-3, and by 1/10 of a second, they're headed to the wild card.
Well, you asked me about the 5-5, and it was because of teams like the next one that we're going to see that I was not confident that it would be fast enough. Caleb and Junior, that is Driggers and Nogata, have traditionally done well at this rodeo, but never won the ultimate prize. And when you're a 2-time world champion and a 3-time world champion on the heel side, you want this title. This year, they swept their Super Series. $9,000 a man. Long reach by Driggers. Nogata reaches out too. 5.2 and another clean run. Junior's smiling because he knows he just pulled off a heck of a shot.
But now if you're the final 2 teams, this is, well, it's a high bar. 5-5, I gave it a 75% chance of making it. You might have been even a little more positive, I don't know. But now Marcus and Chase, they know what they got to do. They got to be 5-4. Actually, 5-5, they'd win the tiebreaker. If they tie with Rice and Freeman, so 5-5 or quicker. Horns, heels, dally, stretch. Nope. 5-7. 2/10 of a second too long. Instead of going straight to the championships, they are being rerouted to the wild card.
They were trying to dig it all out. So it comes down to Luke Brown and Buddy Hawkins. Hawkins won this rodeo in 2024 with JC Aquo. Luke Brown, a 16-time NFR qualifier, now in his 50s, but he still makes the competition nervous.
I'm not betting against these two. No way. You got 3 NFR championships on the right of your screen. You got a Rodeo Houston title and an NFR championship on the left in Buddy Hawkins. If anybody, 51-year-old header, 39-year-old heeler, going for 5-4. Luke! It popped off the left horn when he pulled his slack. Watch, the loop is going to go around both horns. But when he pulls his slack out, it pops off the left horn. That is heartbreaking.
And he knew it when it happened immediately. No time for the final team to go, and I was wrong. I'll put my hand up and admit it when I was wrong. Rice and Freeman at 5-5. The steers knew how fast it was going to be. They were trying to escape. And there is the eye of a champion coming in, ready to fire that heel loop. Make it fit as quickly as you can, JC. Smoke them if you got them. Pull that rope up knowing it was a successful night. And whoo, look at Junior smiling when he knows what he's done. It's Eguskiza and Flake, Smith and Rich, Driggers and Nogata, and Rice and Freeman as we share our gratitude with Corral Boots for bringing us the team roping.
Bear down and buckle up. We're fixing to bust them in the bronc riding when we come back.
Hello amigos, this is your telenovela friend Gabriel Soto. And my friends at La Michoacana Meat Market want y'all to have an amazing time at the rodeo. If you're drinking, celebrate responsibly. Plan ahead, choose a designated driver, or get a safe ride home. Because at La Michoacana Meat Market, we care about you and our community. Enjoy the show.
Check out the best seats in the house. Those are the chute seats, presented by Chenier, right behind the bucket chutes.
Guys, it is autograph time in the fan zone presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. You never know what we're going to get up to up here in the fan zone. We got John Harrison lassoing a group of young fans up here. They just might happen to be the Durfee kids, which means you can meet world champion Tyson Durfee up here in the fan zone. Our tie-down ropers are up here. Meet all your favorite Rodeo Houston athletes, as well as maybe one of the biggest stars of them all. We know him. We love him, Leon Coffey. How much fun up here in the fan zone?
Oh, I love it up here. I've beaten a lot of more people than I did down in that arena. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Come on by.
It's a great thing. The fan zone here at Rodeo Houston is the place to be. Section 104 and 124. You can meet our rodeo royalty as well. We love it in the fan zone.
You probably already know, but it's St. Patrick's Day. We deck out for it in Houston. Now we're going to deck out for some bronc busting. The Saddle Bronc Riding, semifinal number 1 at Rodeo Houston, sponsored by Energy Transfer. You're going to hear this name a lot. Ryder Wright, Cody's second son, is the defending champion. And you'll see his younger brother Stetson and his older brother Rusty.
Well, that horse you just saw, Mortician, Ryder was 87 on last year. Parker Fleet matching up with him as our first bronc rider. And that's as solid as they come. So just like the bareback riding, first jump out, you have to have your feet above the horse's shoulders in contact with the horse. And then from there, pushing the bronc rein forward. Timing is impeccable. 82 points for Parker Fleet, 82.
Yeah, I wish that's kind of like the 5-5 in the team roping, right? We just got to see how everything else happens. Riggin Smith, Winterset, Iowa. This guy was on fire in Super Series 2. He won round 1 and round 2. He's on a Survey horse called Triple Threat. Cade Bruno was 88.5 on this horse twice this year. Cade was 88.5 in Denver and San Antonio. Rusty Wright was 87.5. So if you're the 24th ranked saddle bronc rider in the world, you're pumped about this one.
Past collegiate champ. Just a little stall at the very beginning. Now Riggin will catch up. And I just wonder if the beginning of this ride maybe threw the trip off for the horse, Boyd.
Yeah, it looked like the horse wanted to turn out right. We ended up pushing him out to the left because by rule, he has to enter the arena going left. That's into Riggin's riding hand, and at 75, the betting man in me says you'll see that Cowboy in the wild card. He will not advance.
So we turn now to the number 3 man in the world in the saddle bronc riding, a 10-time world champion and a $4 million Cowboy. The younger brother of our champ from last year, Ryder Wright. Here is Stetson Wright, vintage villain. His brother had this horse at San Antone and was 87, and it looks like we're gonna have some fireworks here tonight.
So put this in perspective. His dad has won this rodeo. His uncle Jesse has won this rodeo. His older brother Ryder has won this rodeo. He's won it in the bull riding. And boy, did Stetson do it right tonight. 86 and a half for the 10-time champion of the world.
So we're getting ready for Rusty. You just saw Stetson. We asked him, how cool is it that you're both riding here?
Yeah, you know, riding here with my brother, it's a dream come true. We've been doing this in the backyard since we were little, so to be here really actually doing it, it's living the dream.
Well, this guy, I'm so happy. He's #1 in the world, folks. #1. He's twice won the Super Shootout here, okay? But he's never won Rodeo Houston.
These three.
You see all those blue shirts. You got Stetson, that's the guy who just rode. His brother Statler, right there to the left, he's the reigning world champion saddle bronc rider.
Go have fun, stay back and lift.
They said, go have fun, stay back and lift. All right, what's that mean? It means lift on that ring, sit in that saddle, fire those feet to the front end.
And one of his best winners yet. He's #1 in the world. He's won over 100,000. And we haven't even reached the 1st of April.
And I'm thinking this guy is due a gold buckle, and he's got a horse called God's Plan. Stetson's going to pull the nose of that horse back. And he thinks if he does that, the horse will take some pressure off the left side where he's leaning on Rusty's leg. Yeah! Go! They're going to get him at the gate.
Well, Boyd, you heard him yell big mark out at the very beginning. So we'll look on the left side. Did he keep his foot above? It fell down.
Yep.
So that left foot, your foot has to be in contact with the spur above the horse's left shoulder, and when it comes down, it will be a no score. Now, that is another one of the calls that we confirm through our instant replay system, but they're telling us it is a no score for Rusty.
Yeah, it was confirmed by our replay official. We have a full-time Pro Rodeo official who monitors our replays and verifies those calls. Cole Ashbacher, the big, tall Canadian. We're talking about a guy that's 6'2", 190 pounds. And when he's on, he is on. Found me. Gus Galliard was 84 in Denver. Sage Newman was 87 at the Rodeo of the Ozarks. Flax and Maine Sorrel. Go on, Cole. He'll be your 4th qualified ride. So that'll give us something to shoot at now, because he makes a beauty. How good? How good is this ride? Good enough to move into the top 2. 85 points for Cole Ashbacher. And that means Reagan Smith, the guy with the pretty hair, has to start sweating. He's got hair that's almost as good as T. Park. His hair is almost as good as T. Park.
He has beautiful locks. Damian Brennan, past champion of Rodeo Houston in 2024, has got a rematch on Small Town Scandal of the Serbies. The last time they met, it was for 82.5. As the gray hair flies, the horse floats around in a left-hand circle. I'm not a judge, but I think he might be more than 82.5 here, Boyd.
Well, listen, he's won this rodeo. He rode a horse called Ed Bishop here for 91 points in 2024 to win Rodeo Houston. So he's been the champion at the end of our 3-week run before. Got to be more than 75 to get in the top 4. Oh, yeah, he's got all that and some more. 84 points, and that puts Parker Fleet on the chopping block. Parker Fleet of Axtell now has to wait and see if his 82 will get him there.
Leighton Green, Millerville, Alberta, Canada. From Super Series 5, 14500. Blackberry Brandy, the Generations Pro Rodeo horse that Dawson Hay was 87 on at Fort Worth a year ago. Cajun Kid rider Sanford was 84.5 at the Southeastern Circuit
They
Final.
told me to get him standing. I'll go cup and eye. Maybe we cup and eye. Or do we want the rear? We can get both. Just pull his head in, Ben? Yeah. Go ahead, guys.
A little bit of the rear out of there.
Keep going.
There you go. Beat him to the ground on the front end. Got to have fast feet on one like this. Straight down the pin. But you have to, if you want to win, you got to have your toes turned out and your feet set before the front feet of the horse hit the ground. The faster a horse bucks, the faster your feet have to be to beat him each time. He needed to be more than 82, and he is. 84.5, and Leighton Green moves into the top 3. That guy is headed to a wild card, and Damian Brennan has got to sweat 3 more Cowboys.
So what trip will we get from target practice? We go back 3 weeks ago. The horse that Lefty Holman has bucked off Brody Cress at San Antonio. East and West was 82 in Super Series 3. The number 14 man, Lefty Holman, has to be more than 84 points. 1 over $1.5 million. 5-time NFR qualifier and a big leap.
That's where the markout rule. He did such a masterful job marking the horse out that it bucked him off. He sets his feet and holds them, but then the horse takes his power and puts the Visalia, California Cowboy down. His grandpa rode bucking horses at the NFR. His uncle Joe Marvel is one of the all-time greats. And hey, kid, keep smiling, and we will see you in the wild card.
So an Aussie is on the cut line as an Alberta man mounts up. Dawson Hay, the Canadian, has to be more than 84 on redial. He had this horse in San Antonio last year and was 85.5.
Yeah, he's got to be 84.5. He can't tie with Damian Brennan because Damian will win the tiebreaker.
He just asked Binion Serby about the horse and how he leans on his left leg, and Binion said that's him. He always does it that way. He'll lead.
Come on, Dawson. His daddy won this rodeo twice. Second generation talent. His older brother Logan competed here in a previous Super Series. Dawson lifting on that rein, and that horse is taking plenty of it. Look at that horse take his nose all the way down between his knees, all the way to the back. Was he more than 84? That's what he had to do to avoid the wild card. And guess what? He's a half point shy. 84 points. So Damian Brennan dodges one of 2 bullets. There's the Australian who won this rodeo in 2024, waiting to see if he can survive one more knot of the head. And Weston Patterson has drawn a good one.
Yes, he has. R. Watson's Hitman, the national finals bucking horse from the Serbies. He was 85 on this horse a year ago. He only needs to be 84.5. And Weston is riding better than he ever has. As he finds his way to our pickup men, Randy Britton, Chase Serby, and Taos Muncie, they set him down. A good, strong mark out for for the young man from Kansas. From there, he and Hitman have almost an identical trip to what they had 1 year ago. He needed to be 84 and a half. How about 85 and a half? And Patterson advances.
The Aussie, we just kicked a former Rodeo Houston champion to the curb. Damian Brennan is now going to have to win his wild card. Tuck your chin. Lift and fire those feet. Set him. Beat that horse to the ground. Let the flaxen mane fly. When it's done right, it looks like poetry in motion. Dawson's so close. Riggin says, I'll see you at a wild card. Layton held on to the final spot. Lefty is headed to the wild card. Stetson Wright, Weston Patterson, Cole Ashbacher, and Leighton Green have all punched their ticket to the championship round on Saturday. Bronc riding brought to you by Energy Transfer.
Show us your power. Flex your muscles with the steer wrestlers. Coming up next.
It's time for entertainer trivia. Everybody look at the big screen, look up, answer the question on the screen correctly for a chance to win season tickets to the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
And it's autograph time in the fan zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Meet our Rodeo Houston athletes, bullfighters, rodeo royalty, and more. Section 104 and 124, and pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle if there's some left for the kids, and just have a great time up there at our fan zone each and every night here at Rodeo Houston. That's our Texas royalty right there. Get an autograph, get a selfie, go up to the fan zone, and have a great time.
Look out, we've got the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam, and it's bringing out the Wild West in you. Let's see who's on it.
All right, there you are right there at Rodeo Houston. Next thing you know, you were waving on a Carnival cruise ship in your cowgirl getup.
There's a cowboy trying to break that wild stallion. I like it.
So fun, and it looks uncanny how much they look alike. There you are with your best friend here at the rodeo, and then waving to the fans. Get a tan through your leather jacket on the cruise ship.
Well, he's got glasses on the left, not on the right. Thank you, Carnival.
Hello, welcome to the show. Glad to have you at Rodeo Houston. As the big boys are saddling up, ready to jump off a perfectly broke horse onto the back of a running farm animal. It's called steer wrestling, and it's brought to you by Mattress Firm. Last year, it was the Hollywood stuntman, Tucker Allen, who not only won Rodeo Houston, he would go on to win his first world championship. This one's filled with talent. Jorgensen, Kalawea, the Hawaiian, and we start with Jorgensen.
Number 2 in the world. Won 4,000 in our 4th Super Series. He will set the pace, and a good one it is. 4.7. That is one of his faster times this year. He's been as fast as 4.4, but that's a good bar to set.
He's in the zone, man. He won Tucson. He split the win in Kissimmee. Stetson's just in the zone right now. Now, here's the guy that we used the soundbite of in the opening. Chase Crane, 36 years old, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're all hoping he does well because his celebration dance is as good as it gets.
Yeah, I've been told I got the name of it incorrect, but whatever it is, I just want to see him do it again.
18th year as a pro. Has qualified for the Prairie Circuit Finals. Got to check in Rapid City and San Antonio. He had advanced out of Super Series number 2. Ty Erickson, who will go later, is in there helping him with the horse.
See how he waits for that steer to stand. He also has a feel for that horse and how he will leave off of his hand. Now I wonder Maybe he did not. Let's see, he's holding up.
So yeah, if that's the case, he may end up with the extra. He's 5'11", 250 pounds, and the judges are ruling that he did not call for the steer. And so that was the right thing to do. If you don't call for the steer, you don't move. You declare. It's called declaring that, hey, wait, guys, if he didn't call for the steer and went and ran the steer anyway, he wouldn't be allowed the extra. So by declaring, he told the judges, hey, that wasn't me. Let's go to Hawaii.
Tryson Kalavaya. 6'2", 195. The winner in Fort Worth is number 8 in the world. One of his better starts in the wintertime. College National Finals qualifier. He was pulling all the way to the barrier line. Let's see what they say. Looks like everything is good. 4.5, and Hawaii is now at the top.
Nice. Here's the thing, though. When you look at 31-year-old Mike McGinn, he's been there, done that. Right back in Super Series 5, the third round, this guy throws a steer in 3.9 seconds. This was Super Series 5, third round. In other words, last night. And that's the grin he gave after he threw that steer in 3.9. He's steering at 4.7 and 4.5 as he rides the Palomino in. Barrier strap is pulled up in front of the bulldogger, the steer wrestler, just like it is for the tie-down ropers and team ropers. You're required to give the steer a head start. They're all yelling, you're out. Mike McGinn, left horn down, boom! And that quickly ties him for the top spot of 4.5.
But right now the tiebreaker goes to McGinn, so because of his earnings and his Super Series, he is number 1. We travel now with Bridger Anderson. Carrington, North Dakota. Got his education at Northwestern Oklahoma State University, where he won a collegiate title back in 2019. 3-time NFR qualifier, who's number 3 in the world. Bay Horse hustles by the steer. Way to go! 4 and 9, and that is now our cut line. We've had 4 people run a steer, Boyd, and we already have 4 and 9 in the 4th spot.
Yeah, there was a lot of money won with 5-second runs, but those days are over. If you want to ride in the championship round, you got to be faster than 4.9. Well, don't bet against the 2023 Rookie of the Year and the 2024 NFR champion. 5'10", 230 pounds. Cash Rob. Got to be 4.9 or quicker. Loses his feet. The steer's pulling his head away. And he's headed to a wild card. 9-2 for the big Utah man.
I think the steer kind of checks up a little bit right there as he gets to him and throws the whole timing of the run off. But as you mentioned, Boyd, when you lose your feet, all of your power and momentum is lost. So 9-2 as the Altamont Utah man in the wild card. Donnell Henderson lives just north of here in Huntsville, Texas. Stands at 6'8", 265. That's right, a former collegiate basketball star at Tulsa and Oral Roberts.
He was big even when he was a baby. His mama nearly named him Ouch. All right, Donnell.
I've never met his mom.
Here we go. Henderson, former Rookie of the Year award winner, left horn down. Yes! Oh, that is how you torque a taco right there.
And Bridger Anderson just said ouch. 4.2 puts Donnell in the driver's seat with 4 more to sweat.
Wow. When he brings that left uppercut, there is nowhere that steer's going. Down goes Frazier. All right, Tristan Martin, 6 foot 210. You're looking at a 2-time NFR qualifier. Finished 4th in Super Series 1. That got him to this semifinal. He's got to be 4.7 or faster. Actually 4.6. He wouldn't win the tiebreaker.
The only person sweating more than a Martin family member after eating their gumbo is Stetson Jorgensen. Because Tristan Martin has all the ability to be quicker than 4.7.
Here it goes. Nods as that horse is backing up. Wow. Folks, he had to be 4.6 in order to bump Stetson Jorgensen, and he just did it. Come on, let's hear it for the Cajun. He had to step up to the plate and drive a run home, and he did. RBI for Martin.
Ty Erickson of Helena, Montana next to go. 2019 world champion who has been to 10 national finals rodeos. It's held every year in Las Vegas. He's won $2 million. Needs to be 4-6 to win the tiebreaker against Martin, because Erickson won nearly 5,000, the champion of Super Series 5. Hard running steer. And 4.9 will not do it.
That's where the luck of the draw plays in. Because Ty did not draw a steer that didn't run hard. Some of the other ones stayed closer to the box. He had to chase this one away, and it wasn't the way he handled the steer on the ground. He did everything perfectly. It's just that he had a steer that had some wheels, and he had to chase him a stride or two farther. Let's go now to the Canadian from Innisfail, Alberta, Canada. He finished 4th at Super Series 4, but he won the first round with a 4-5, which, oddly enough, a 4-6 would win the tiebreaker against Tristan.
He's a grinder. He places a lot. Another hard-running steer. And 5 and 4 is too long for Shuckbird. So Tristan Martin is still in the 4th spot with that 4 and 6. As Chase Drain will get another shake at it running the extra. And when you look at what he's won at 37.50, if he's 4 and 6, he wins the tiebreaker. Okay, Chase. Take a deep breath. Reset. The number 20 man in the world. He wants to advance the championship Saturday. Has to be 4 and 6. It all comes together. Go to the nose. And 5.8 will be a little too long for Mr. Crane. So he's headed to the wild card, and Martin survived.
Yeah, Tristan, you dodged some bullets in that gunfight right there, Cowboy. He's headed straight to Saturday night. Oh, the look in the eyes will tell you everything you need to know. Keep your toothpicks in your hat band. You never know where you're going to need them. The big red beard. Slide, glide, hit them, toss them, turn them, throw them. Huh? Is that good? No, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. That's a smile. And Ty says, well, I'll just have to come get him in the wild card. Henderson, McGinn, Calawea, and Tristan Martin all moving on to Championship Saturday. Thank you to Mattress First.
It's the ladies of the WPRA, and barrel racing is coming up next.
So we've been looking through the audience, and we think we found some people who are celebrity lookalikes. So we're going to look at our fans and see if we can match you with a famous celebrity. Oh, Zendaya, looking good. Oh, how about
There you go. All right. I can see it.
I do too.
George, uh-oh. We got high praise. Yes, sir. He'll take it.
Amarillo by morning, baby.
Make that a Christmas card.
Oh, Taylor.
Any Swifties?
Hi, Taylor.
Is Taylor here?
Is Taylor here anywhere? Taylor Swift, are you here?
Taylor?
Taylor went to the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Did it freeze? There she is.
Oh, Rip.
No.
From Yellowstone.
There he is. He just left his hat at home.
Take him to the train station,
The
Rip.
enforcer. Oh, there's Kevin.
John Dutton. Who's looking like John?
Yeah,
out
there's
there?
got to be a grumpy person out there. Hey, there he is.
No, I call foul on that one. I don't think so, Scooter.
You're watching Rodeo Houston. It is time for the ladies barrel race. The 3 barrels are set up for the cloverleaf pattern. The ground is perfect. It is going to be a fast track tonight. Top 4 moving on to Championship Saturday.
Who will be the fastest as the ladies try to get around the barrels without knocking them over? Our barrel racing competition brought to you by S&B Engineers and Constructors. You go back one season ago, it was Cassie Mowry, and she is back in the semifinals. You'll see her tomorrow night, but we have a whole host of world champions and NFR qualifiers, millionaires to boot, Boyd.
Yes, indeed, but we're starting with Helen Nowasad, Stephenville, Texas. She won her second round of her Super Series with a 14.55. Stephenville, Texas cowgirl.
Oh, no.
Wait a second. That horse just came untrained. That's going to be a no time. Yeah, this horses are like husbands. Every now and then they get a mind of their own.
Speak for yourself. I am highly trained, and if my wife is asking, she knows it's true. Here's the 4-time champ of the world, Haley Kinzel of Cotulla, Texas. The Texas A&M Aggie and sister get around barrel number 1. 2 good turns. Let's see if we can gig them and head on home. 14:48. That is one of her quicker times this year at Rodeo Houston. Way to go, Miss Kinzel.
She has yet to win this rodeo. Everything but.
All right, here goes Katie Jo Halbert. She had to jump ride this horse owned by her friend Alyssa McDonald. That means she's never ran this horse until Rodeo Houston. They made it to the semifinals. Let's go, Pretty Penny. That was a beautiful second barrel. We're picking up another gear here into the third. What an amazing run that Katie Jo Halbert just laid down. Watch the clock, 14:74. So close around the second. That's how you want to be. Tight turns, straight lines.
Let's go to the little blonde from Glenham, South Dakota. Here's a cowgirl that grew up on the racetrack. Her dad's a trainer. Summer Cosell survived Super Series number 5. NFR qualifier from 2023. 2 14-second runs on the board as Summer heads for barrel 1. You can touch them, you just can't tip them. It's okay to touch, just don't tip. Tight corners, straight lines. She's living up to that tonight. Come on, yippee-ki-yay! 1470 is going to put her into the number 2 spot.
Latricia Duke of Lisa Lockhart, my apologies, of Ulrich, South Dakota. The first $4 million earner in the WPRA. She just crossed that mark in Tucson. 17-time NFR qualifier. She's been an NFR champion, a champion in Cheyenne. Her and Rosa get around barrel number 3. It's all speed from here. As she stops it at a 14:65, that puts her second. And now Katie Jo is on the cut line.
Wow, guys, 2 of the fan favorite barrel racers just going 1 and 2 here at the semifinals for Rodeo Houston. The 4-time world champion Haley Kinzel and the winningest barrel racer of all time in the WPRA, Lisa Lockhart. I can't wait to see these runs and see where the difference was made. Lisa was running Rosa and they go to the left. Haley Kinzel is on sister and she goes to the right. So they're in perfect timing. Haley was so close to that first barrel tonight. So was Rosa. And Rosa's actually partially blind in one eye. One of the reasons why Lisa runs her to the left barrel first. And then pretty much perfectly in time here running into the third barrel. It's hard to see the angles when they're coming from different directions. Rosa wrapped that third barrel maybe a little tighter, but sister is known for being so fast on a run home. She does not slow up at all. at the timeline, and that's why she is a 14:48 to be number one. And you said it, Andy, she's never won Rodeo Houston before. Haley Kinzel's won pretty much everything there is to win in rodeo, except for the biggest one of them all. It'd be so cool to see Haley get that win here at Rodeo Houston. Right now, she's headed to the semifinals, but we have a lot of great barrel racers left to go, including Jordan Driver, who clocked a 14:18 in her Super Series on Cyrus. This big, strong sorrel gilding really turns these turns nice and tight. You can see they actually bobbled that first barrel with that 14:18. If they can come in here and do exactly what they did during their Super Series, she is going to be championship bound. So keep an eye out for Jordan Driver and Cyrus. It's going to be fast.
Thank you, Janie. We're starting now with a cowgirl that got the guitar in Super Series number 5, Latricia Duke. Zephyr, Texas. This cowgirl is one of the top futurity trainers on the planet today, and this Palomino is making no mistakes. Smooth like butter. Come on, Latricia. Got to be faster than 1474. 1461. She moves into the top 2. Say goodbye to Katie Joe.
Sanger's Trisha Aldridge coming off her first trip to the national finals. Won Logandale, won Albuquerque, snuck in with $1,750. Screaming in the green for St. Patty's Day. Final turn. Come on, Trisha. Needs to be quicker than 1470, but 15 1/4 will not do it. Just a touch too long.
All right, here's the one Janie was talking about. Jordan Driver, 14-18 in round 1.
Here comes Jordan Driver and Cyrus. This horse is so strong, and Jordan has to really jockey him to get by each and every barrel. Watch this, outside rein to make sure they don't hit that third barrel, and they are clean right here. 1493, not as fast as we want it to be, and they are going to be headed into the wild card.
All right, Summer Cosell on the chopping block at 1470.
Keely Costa of Tolar, Texas, came out of Super Series number 4. Her husband here in the tie-down roping as well, the Brazilian turned Texan. She won Kissimmee a year ago. Sorrel horse gets by barrel number 3. Come on, Keela. Needs to be 1470. 0.2 of a second too long at 1490. Just a hair too long.
And that would lead us to the law student from Colorado State University. She won 4th in Super Series 2, Laura Lee Ward, Fort Lupton, Colorado. She clocked a 1466. She needs one of those again. Got to be faster than 1470 if she wants to move on. Y'all, it's too quiet in here. Come on, bring a little heat. Bring some heat. And a rough turn out of that third barrel. 1538. Slows her down, and she's headed to the wild card.
It's not just fast horses. Tight turns. Once you cross the timeline and the clock starts, how close can you be without tipping them over? Keep your turns efficient as your horse digs in and you kick, spur, whoop, and ride. As the long mane and the hair on the cowgirl fly through the air, it will be Kinzel, Duke, Lockhart, and Kozel moving on from semifinal number 1 as we say thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing us our barrel racing.
You like the ladies? We're going to stay with the ladies. Their second competition is called Breakaway Roping, and it's presented by Oxy. Yeah, Taylor Munsell, you're going to see her tonight. She not only won Houston a year ago, she went on to win the world title. As a matter of fact, since 2022, all 4 Rodeo Houston champions. Crawford, Williams, Munsell, they're all back. Aaron Johnson's also a Rodeo Houston champ. Well, let's start with the king of the Cowgirls.
23-time world champ Jackie Crawford. The only cowgirl to earn over $1 million in the WPRA with a rope in her hand. The winner of Super Series 1, but the rope does not go on the way she wanted it to, so a no time for one of those past champs.
Yeah, she won the title here in 24. Let's go to the cowgirl who won the title here in 2023. This is Haley Williams, a 3-time national finalist, the daughter of an 8-time world champion and Hall of Fame roper named Speed Williams. She finished in the top 3 in the world 1 year ago. Haley Williams, they're yelling, "You're out." There you go. I like it. I think 2.8 gets her straight to the championships.
I like it too. She's gotten faster as she's gone along. She got in on the last calf of her Super Series with a 3 and 4, so she just posted her fastest time of the year at Rodeo Houston when she needed it.
A lot of past Rodeo Houston champions going to be competing in this set, but this is your reigning Rodeo Houston champion, your reigning world champion, Taylor Munsell from Alva, Oklahoma. She's had a career of resilience. Early on, she had to have shoulder surgery. Didn't know if she'd ever be able to rope again. Now look at her winning on the biggest stage in breakaway roping, wearing that gold buckle as she backs into the box here at Rodeo Houston to defend her title. We're making sure that this horse is perfect, that that calf is perfect. There we go. Ooh, we're asking that horse for a little bit of speed to catch up with this calf. She reaches for it. And a 5.9 to stop the clock. Not what they wanted to be. I feel like that's going to be ended up in the wild card, guys.
Yeah, unless this falls apart like a $2 suitcase. 5 and 9. He didn't stop when she wanted him to stop. And the defending world champion rides out of here, likely headed to one of our wild card competitions. Let's go to another champion of the world.
I still want to know if you've ever bought a suitcase for $2. Martha Angeloni, Stephenville, Texas. 2022 world champ, Erath County by way of Virginia. If the loop doesn't go on, no time.
So that's what I'm talking about. When world champions miss, you got to go to the same garage sales I go to get a $2 suitcase, okay? It's a great buy at the time until it falls to pieces. Here's a cowgirl that got the guitar. In Super Series number 2, Summer Williams, the 2024 Rookie of the Year, the Great Lakes Circuit champion that same year. She won the first round of her Super Series with a 2.5. So she's got it in her. Ooh, this dude's moving out. Yes! 2.9 will put her in the number 2 spot. Drop Munsell to 3rd with 5 to go, halfway through.
Hope, New Mexico. And that's all Maddie Jacobs wants. Hope. And we've got it for you. Right now, a qualified time would put her in the 4th spot. But in Super Series 2, Maddie Jacobs smoked it on one in 2.5. So she can be quick. Past champion to the NFR Open at the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo in Colorado Springs. Won the Silver State Stampede in Elko, Nevada. But she advanced out of Super Series 2, winning nearly $5,000. She nods, comes out from behind the barrier line, 2.6. And if you look at that, she now goes to number 1. And our defending champ is on the cut line.
Woo, look at that smile.
All right, that 5.9 might be in trouble as we get ready for our next breakaway roper. You're probably going to need to be under 3 if you're going to be in the top 4 here. Moving on. Erin Johnson knows exactly how to do that. She's your first ever breakaway roping champion out of Rodeo Houston back in 2022. She's got this awesome horse, Chico, 4-time national finals breakaway roper. Gets right to her spot, throws the loop. 3.6. She doesn't look too happy about it, but it puts us on the board. It puts us right there in that bubble spot.
Yes, he's fourth now. And look, stranger things can happen. Here's the thing, Janie, too. Of the 5 Super Series, 4 of the guitar winners are in this semifinal. The Champa Super Series 1, Super Series 2, Super Series 3, and this one, the Champa Super Series 4. She's got her master's in egg science. Riley George, Oakdale, California. Got to be 3-6 or fast. 3-6, she'd win the tiebreaker. Here we go, off the back of the gray. Oh, yeah. And Janie's prediction's looking good now. You're going to have to be under 3 to advance. That 2-8 is going to put her in a tie for second and third, but she wins the tiebreaker with Haley Williams. So she's actually second with 2 to go. I can tell you Riley George is going to a semifinal, the championship round. She will not be routed through the wild card.
So the 2 Williams families, both in Mineral Wells and Comanche, are nervous because here's another Williams, Joey of Volberg, Montana. Joey has been as quick as 3 flat, so she would need her fastest run yet. She needs to be 2-8 in order to win the tiebreaker. The number 11 cowgirl in the world, a 4-time NFR qualifier. You go back last summer, she won Missoula, Montana, and West Jordan, Utah. What can we do here? She pitches it. It's all good, 2.5. That's now your number 1 lady, and she's smiling for a big reason. She is moving on to Saturday.
Wow. She threw a Nolan Ryan fastball right there. That was a heater. Man, she stuck that calf. All right, Hayden, I hate to ask for a lot, but you got to be 2-8. If you're not 2-8, if you're 2-8, you'll win the tiebreaker with Haley Williams. Hayden Thompson, the champion of Super Series 3, comes from a ranching family out of Yoder, Wyoming. Oh, no! And she broke the barrier, too, so had she been faster than 2.8, she was going to pick up a 10-second penalty. So now we know the mystery has been solved. A rope in one hand, a set of reins in the other. Timing, timing, timing. The world champ, Angeloni, headed to a wild card. The reigning champ, Munsell, headed to a wild card. Haley Williams headed to the finals. And that smile does not lie. That smile does not lie. And Aaron, that grimace doesn't lie either. Oh, when you're winning, it's fun. And here's who's advancing. Joey Williams, Maddie Dearman Jacobs, Riley George, and Haley Williams. See y'all on Saturday. Breakaway roping brought to you by Oxy.
Well, get your popcorn ready because bull riding is coming up next.
Everybody look up at the screens. Check the screens for the answer to the trivia question. Do you see the answer? The winner for those season tickets will be announced on March 21st.
And be sure to visit the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Section 104 and 124. Take a picture with your favorite rodeo stars or get an autograph. The Fan Zone is the place to be. But now I'm back here behind the bucking shoes with bareback rider Bradley Miller. And we want to thank Houston Methodist and Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine for all they do. But Bradley, while we have you up here, I wanted to know, is there any advice that you would give to a young rodeo athlete who wants to one day compete at Rodeo Houston?
Well, I'm not very good at life advice, but I'll tell you what worked for me. And you keep your head down and your hands to the plow, and one day you'll look up and you're at Rodeo Houston.
It's definitely worked out for you in a big way, and we've said it all week. This is kind of like a hometown rodeo for you. What's it like competing with 70,000 plus fans that all kind of know and love you here in Houston?
Yeah, this is the biggest rodeo close to home, and a lot of people out here I know, and a lot of people live close to me. So having the hometown crowd behind you, it's something that'll sure make your heart warm.
Well, I know you've been inside sports medicine. How have they been to you?
They've been great. I had a pretty good spill the last round of a Super Series, wrecked my dirt bike on Sunday, so, man, they're awesome.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Thank you, Bradley Miller, and thank you to our friends at Houston Methodist.
They are smiling and ready to see a show as we continue to rock and roll. It is bull riding time at Rodeo Houston. Speaking of rock and roll, we want to say thank you to Rock and Roll Denim. They sponsor our Bull Twisters. You go back to last season, it was Tristan Hutchings who left here with the biggest title of all and qualified for yet another National Finals rodeo. And he is in this set, but he's going to have to try and earn his spot if he wants to defend his title.
And, of course, he'll be aided by three of the bravest men you'll ever meet. On the left of your screen is a 10-time Bullfighter of the Year, known as the greatest of all time, the GOAT. Say hello to Dusty Tuckness. In the middle, a 6-time NFR Bullfighter from Wyoming as well, the great Nate Justice. And then the PBR superstar, the brand new daddy and the fastest man in cleats, Bo Sheets. Those are your bullfighters. And this is a question mark. What we do know is he's the grandson of a world champ. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't. Come out of there. Get out of there. It's John Harrison.
Hey, Houston, are you ready to ride some bulls?
I was beginning to wonder how Boyd could be in two places at once.
I now know why you own a liquor store.
Creek Young, 2024 Rodeo Houston champ. Got a bull that bucks off 89% of the opponents he faces. This is speed test of Generations Pro Rodeo. But Wasey Shala did better the beast. He's been 86 on him here. What can Creek do? Stay in the middle, buddy. Oh, no! His feet come loose, and the bullfighters have to step in, and you can see that frustration as he...
Yeah, he just kicked the end on Rodeo Houston. Oh, he didn't want to have to go through that wild card. He thought he had this one twisted. His hand blew from the rope. And then the frustration. See how that hand just blew out of that rope? And watch him at the end of this. He's going to be, man, just kicks the gate and goes, all right, I'll see you in a wild card. Let's turn to Jake Gardner. He got a guitar in Super Series #1. The Fort St. John, British Columbia Bullbuster. 29 years old. You don't think he's tough? He's got 3 sisters. You know he's tough. Gardner. 5'11", 170. He's got a bull that's bucked off Lane Vaughn in Canyon Bass here this week. Been ridden 4 times in his career, 3 times by left-handers.
It's kind of squat.
The right-hander saying he's kind of squatting on me in here. So.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jake, make the move. Nice job with the free arm, Jake. Good job.
You called it, Boyd. Oh, no, he almost got the gate man. He's trying to muck everyone out. Now watch this. Boyd said, make the move. Now what does that mean? Continue to use that free arm to keep yourself in the middle of the bull. He's a right-handed rider as the bull goes the opposite way. That's only the 5th time that bull's been ridden. 83.5 for Gardner.
Oh, Canada, and then the gate guy. Oh, that will require, I think that might require some medical attention.
Poor Joe.
Or at least laundry.
John?
Sorry.
The hard worker and arena crew. John?
What?
You shouldn't always say what you're thinking.
Fine point. What if I'm smelling it from this close?
Okay. Keep that to yourself.
Sorry.
TMI. Let's turn to Dylan Rice. 26-year-old Cowboy just won the Extreme Bull Riding in Austin. He rode here in Super Series 2, then he left. Went to Austin, Texas for their big standalone bull riding. He won it, but he just snuck into the semifinal by being fourth in Super Series 2.
Jersey Mike has been ridden 6 times, all by left-handed Cowboys. And Dylan's left-handed.
Yeah, come up. He's gonna rattle.
Right, okay, so now Nate Justice is going to wiggle his arm, try to get that bull to stand up. They're wiggling the slide gate.
There you go.
Jersey Mike's just like, when you open the gate, I got a plan. I watched my tape on this guy.
Said if you
Through
open
with this guy.
gate, if you open this gate, I promise I'll do my job. He was leaning on the right, now he's leaning on the left.
He's balled up in here
Hey,
bad.
John, can I point out that Boyd told you not to say what you're thinking?
Right.
I mean, is that not the pot calling the kettle black?
100%. I say things all the time with Boyd, and it always gets me in trouble.
It's because I take you to places you shouldn't go.
Right.
What are you doing now?
Pulling your picture back out.
Do you think? Yeah, that'll repel him. Yeah! Ah, the feet. Jersey Mike. Oh, he sees you, John. He sees you, John.
He's just holding your picture above the barrel.
Oh, yeah. Watch his right foot come off the rope. See how it slid back? When your feet betray you, you're gone like yesterday.
So we want to take a look back at your defending champion and what he's done this year. Tristan Hutchins in round 3 of Super Series 5 was 87.5 on this black and white bull. This was yesterday. Black and white bull called Warpath. And you can see when he opens up with that outside foot, he is definitely in mid-season form and wants some more.
This is the bull that Creek Young won this rodeo on in 2024. My money's on the defending champ. He's got the preacher.
Forward! Forward!
Oh, what heart! What try! Oh, Bo! Bo!
You're a new dad, Bo. You can't do that anymore.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, most guys are thrown off. Most guys are on the ground right here. It's just his heart and his try that gives him a chance, a fighting chance. Now watch Bo. He's like, hey, Bull, come get me. And the bull's like, all right. You offer yourself up as a sacrifice? I will take it.
Bryce Jensen of Huntsville, Texas. Texas Circuit Finals champ. That's right, I said he's from Huntsville. He's got a national finals bucking bull that the man you just saw, Tristan Hutchins, was 91.5 on here 1 year ago. He is.
Isn't that home of y'all's state penitentiary?
Yeah, but that's not the library he went to, John.
He's not here on work release?
No.
Okay.
You act like you know a little bit about that.
I go to see my mom about every 2 weeks.
In McAllister?
How did you know where our state pen was?
I see your mama, too.
Boyd's got bail money.
What? I am
That
offended.
made the bull mad.
You're out! You're out! Shove you out!
Oh, look at the clock. Look at the clock. He rode for 7.8 seconds. They're going to give him a re-ride option because the bull... Well, let's find out why.
I believe he hips himself towards the end of the ride.
Is it? Oh, right there?
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. Because it wasn't at the beginning.
No.
Okay, it was at the very end that the bull hips himself. takes his hip into the gate right here, and that's what caused him to be thrown. Nice job. Nice save, Dusty Tuckness. That's why you are the GOAT, buddy. Way to go, Dusty Tuckness. Beautiful job.
So, veteran bull rider Roscoe Jarbo has drawn a young bull from Generations Pro Rodeo called Mean Pickle. Have you ever eaten a mean pickle?
A mean pickle?
Mean pickle.
No. Pickles aren't mean.
Well, there they are. One jumps out of the jar and slaps you in the face.
Never mind, that pickle's mean.
Bull's 2-0. It's a younger bull that has not been ridden, but they marked 45 points on this bull, so he's maybe young, but he's...
Yeah, that was in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. They marked this bull 45 points. He is unridden. No! Roscoe goes on a ride. So we should bear out that if there's a tie, we have tiebreakers that would advance. So let's go down to Jamie. He's winning it all by himself.
Yeah, and I think he's slowly realizing it down here. Jake, just earlier you were a replacement to get to compete here at Rodeo Houston. Now you're looking good, headed to the championship Saturday round. What's going through your mind?
I'm just really grateful to be here. It's such a cool opportunity, and Houston's just such a fun place to ride.
Well, and I kind of saw the look on your face when you realized that you're headed to the championship round, and how exciting is that to be able to make it at the biggest rodeo in the world?
I try not to count my cards too quick. I mean, it's just pretty lucky to be here. Just got to be grateful for it.
Well, we still see that smile on his face, so you got some bull rides left to go.
All right, let's turn to Tyler Taylor, who's probably going to get himself some spending money tonight in the Hard Luck High Flying Award.
But the 32-year-old has to be excited about the national finals. Bull underneath him. Servy's smoking hot. Trevor Rice was 86 on this bull in Super Series 2. Might be a little bit more rider-friendly than some of those we've already seen. But the left foot comes loose. I'm telling you what, Tyler has had some close calls when it comes to getting run over.
Yeah, he made a Barry Sanders move right here. I mean, he literally dodged the tackle, because watch, this bull is headed for him, and he's like, see ya! Now, one of the things, if you're going to be a bull rider, it doesn't hurt to have great hair. Ask T. Parker.
I don't know. I guess you can say I'm just a pretty boy at rodeo. I love my hair. If my hair ain't right in the mornings, I got to go back and fix it. If not, then I just hang out around the house. I don't go nowhere.
Doesn't go anywhere with bad hair.
Stay put, ladies. He's got that shiny watch on. John's got 3 of them.
They're at the pawn shop.
Winnie, Texas is where he calls home, folks. He's got the Bull of the Great Lakes Circuit Finals. Damage Control. They were 87 on this bull in Super Series 4. Can the young man with great hair do it? His time is just right.
Heart. Again, folks, that takes try. That takes try. I mean, he's supposed to be bucked off this bull. He just would not quit fighting. You know, you make the kind of money he makes, you think he'd buy a new pair of boots rather than taping them up with athletic tape, but looks good on him. T. Parker, 73 points, but he's in. Well, I guess there's a mathematical chance. No, the worst he could do is 4th, right?
Well, pending the re-ride.
Oh, that's right. There's a re-ride.
But Trey Kimsey has a rematch and a chance to get even. 27-year-old has a bull called Short Grub. Last time he was on this bull was here at Houston in 2024. He lasted 4.4 seconds. This bull has a 96% buck-off ratio and has been ridden 1 time since September of 2023. It's been 2.5 years since this bull's been ridden, boys.
You got to have a good strategy, Cotton.
Yeah. You sure? There we go.
Oklahoma boy, is that right?
Yes.
I love Oklahoma. We got good people in Oklahoma. That's a good boy right there.
Why are you so high on Oklahoma?
Everybody gives us a hard time, but we good up there. We'll steal your stuff and help you look for it. That's how nice we are.
Yeah, that's good people.
Good people.
That makes the McAllister comment earlier make a little more sense.
Large population in McAllister.
They either work for or live in the penitentiary.
Okay, let's go down to Janie.
Parker, you were excited to come and do this interview. It came down to that very last second. How did you pull that off?
I don't even know. I just kept my hand shut and continued trying.
I think it might be this lucky watch of yours. Go ahead and pick that up. Show it to the crowd. You've got a flashy style all the way around.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Got to be different.
Hey, and it's going to be pretty flashy if you make it to the championship round.
Come on, Trey. The down goes Kimsey, the 4-time NFR qualifier, on the seldom ridden short grub. Gonna go back to last year's Rookie of the Year, Bryce Jensen. Oh, they said we're going to the reride next. So are we going to the reride next, or are we going to Dustin?
Yeah, there he is. Bryce Jensen.
All right, here's the deal. He's got a bull called Jagger. This bull has a 93% buck-off rate. They bucked him 40 times. He's been ridden 3. He's a big red, as you can see. He's going to hop, skip out of there, and then turn back to the left. But if this guy rides this bull, he's headed for championship Saturday. It doesn't matter if he's 22 points or 92. Just ride the bull. We'll see you Saturday night.
All right. Says all right. Left foot comes loose. They were yelling behind him to sit up. But when your foot moves that much, and you can see the Cowboy limping out, we don't like seeing that, but the Huntsville native starts off pretty good, but when that foot comes that far back, you have zero control, and it's just a matter of time before he comes down. No score on the re-ride effort for Jensen.
So remember when we were telling you in the bareback ride and the bronc ride that half the scores from the horse and half the scores from the bull? Or excuse me, from the Cowboy? So it's the same thing in the bull riding. Half the score, 1 to 50 on the bull, 1 to 50 on the rider. Well, 1 year ago at Rodeo Houston, this bull was the highest marked bull of the rodeo. They marked him a 46 out of 50. His name is Ringling Road. He's such a good bull, they took him to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada last year. 4-time NFR qualifier Dustin Bouquet, Berg, Louisiana. Hear the whistle and you're in. Roscoe Jarbo on the chopping block. Because Roscoe's winning the 4th place tiebreaker right now on money 1. Tristan Hutchings, our defending champion, even though he bucked off tonight, will finish 3rd or 4th and will be going to the championship round. All right, Dustin. Show him what God put in this cage. Ringling Road. That's the bull. Trying to back away from his hand. Oh, Dustin! Does a complete pirouette. A complete 360 in the air. As the bull walks out of the arena like, who's your daddy now? Watch this. Danger zone. There's the 360. Just twist him out the back end. And now you can see why that bull has an 81% buck-off rate. Oh, my. One thing about the bull riding, that is not the way we want to start it, that's for sure. This is what you came to see, a man tie his hand onto the back of 2,000 pounds of bovine. Sometimes your hand will just blow out of the rope even when you don't want it to. And then T. Parker says, I'm going to be there. Jake Garner, first guy to get to the whistle, takes out our arena crew. Dusty Tuckman is showing you why he's the best. And Bo Sheets taking a horn so the bull rider doesn't have to. All guts, all glory. No pain, no gain. Quit doing that. Here's who's advancing. Canada's Gardner, Parker, Hudson's the defending champ, and the great Roscoe Jarbo are headed to championship Saturday. Compliments of rock and roll denim. Up next, a very special tribute to some of our favorite athletes. We want to welcome some lucky recipients from our Rodeo Acts of Kindness program. They've been moved down from the 6th level to these great seats. Thanks to Rodeo Acts of Kindness participants, Citgo.
Hey, Houston, get out your phones and scan this QR code, and you could be featured on the Raising Cane's selfie cam. Hey, look at the big screen. You're on it. Looking good out there, Houston. We love seeing everybody having a great time. Go ahead and wave to everyone. Big smiles. Hey, that's a nice-looking cowboy hat right there. That's a good shape. Oh, and I'm looking at that cowboy hat, too. She's pointing at it. Looking amazing, Houston. We've got a lot of Red Clay Strays fans out there. Oh, I love the heart goggles. Made it on the big screen. Hey, gals. Having so much fun out there during Rodeo Houston. Getting ready for this concert, waving to the fans, hanging out with all your family and friends. We love seeing you up there on the selfie cam. Show us your best and a thumbs up right there. People act so surprised to see themselves on the selfie cam. Oh, not a kiss cam. Oh, you guys got some face paint at the carnival. Looking good. All the big smiles. Thank you, Houston, and thank you to our friends at Raising Cane's.
For generations, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has welcomed professional athletes from around the world. They come to compete and take part in one of the most exciting and celebrated events of the year. But the Cowboys and Cowgirls admit they'd be nothing on their own. They fully rely on their partners. And now Oxy is honored to present the other part of the team that these athletes cherish, the part of their team that they love and fiercely protect, just like a part of their very own family. This is historic Rodeo Houston footage from over a decade ago of two legendary horses. On the left of your screen is a mare named Hostage. On the right is a stallion named Lunatic Fringe. Both of these horses have done their part to help crown Rodeo Houston champions over the years. But they've done something else. They raised a 14-year-old daughter together. Here is Lunatic Bayou, the daughter of Hostage and Lunatic Fringe. This is a mother of four that's been bucked at the top rodeos across the United States, including right here at Rodeo Houston. Now listen, these animal athletes were born to be bucking horses. They're loved and respected by the cowboys that dare to ride them. And soon enough, the youngest member of this deep bloodline, the son of Lunatic Bayou, Lunatic Bay. He's the grandson of Hostage and Lunatic Fringe. And he one day will be setting records of his own. Remember, some horses are born to run fast, like race horses. Some are meant to work with cutting precision, like cutting horses. But bucking comes natural to these broncs. And it's our responsibility and our honor to make sure that they're cared for with respect, because they are a part of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo family too. And they represent both the legacy of our rodeo as well as the future of our rodeo. You know, all night long we've been cheering for cowboys and cowgirls Let's one time put a round of applause together for the animal athletes that carry them to glory. These mamas and their sons and daughters. Thank you to Oxy for presenting our Born to Buck legacy. You can see these beautiful horses up close at the Born to Buck exhibit. That is right behind the junction. So if you don't have a ticket to the rodeo or the concert, you can still come out and take your kids to this Born to Buck exhibit where you get to be up close and personal with these bucking horses and their babies that will one day grow up to be future stars of Rodeo Houston as well as other arenas across the globe. Thanks again to Oxy for bringing us the Born to Buck.
All right, get your running shoes on. Coming up at Rodeo Houston, all of the calf scramble action is headed your way.
Our arena crew, those talented folks that feed the stock every day, they're the ones that work the gates, the chutes, the equipment, the dirt. They are sponsored by Cavender's Boot City.
Life on the road of a rodeo athlete can be challenging. That's why United Airlines is thrilled to reunite rodeo families and bring them along for the ride. Taos Muncie is a well-respected cowboy. He's a two-time world champion saddle bronc rider who transitioned from bronc rider to pickup man. This past October, he was nominated for the PRCA Pickup Man of the Year. Pickup men are on the road just as much as athletes, and Taos is usually hundreds of miles away from his children. Taos, we want you to know how important family is, so we're going to unite you with your family as often as possible with airfare from United Airlines. You were selected by your peers because they think you deserve this, and so do we. Congratulations, Taos. You are tonight's Rodeo Reunited Family, sponsored by United.
It's calf scramble time, sponsored by Transocean. Tonight we want you to keep an eye out for the first scrambler to properly catch a calf and cross the line, because that scrambler will have the chance to compete in the Super Scramble on March 21st. Let's join Andy and Jamie and meet tonight's scramblers.
Thank you, Boyd. We have 12 young men and 18 young ladies, all in 4-H and FFA, trying to catch a calf to get that purchase certificate. Now, Janie had a few extra moments to chat with our scramblers. What do you got, Janie?
Yeah, Andy, I talked to some of these kids. They are all so great. We have a guy out here who's actually a triplet. His two sisters, however, are in the crowd to cheer him on. We also have a cheerleader, and I asked her, are you going to be cheering on all these other scramblers out here? She said, no, it is every man for himself tonight. So let's get it started with our calf scramble. AC Bonner kicks us off.
Dan Munoz.
Avery Pritt.
Logan Timms.
Aiden Calloway.
Adam Hood.
Hudson Hare.
Victoria Trevino.
McKenna Jarecki.
Whitney Hefton.
Clayton Doyle.
Tristan Cavazos.
Diana Reyes.
Liliana Waldrop.
Coy Hutchinson.
Chrisley Briggs.
Quinlan Gallett.
Chloe Glicksman.
Kinsley Rhodes.
Joel Gomez.
Shayna Tardy.
Cannon Briggs.
Kennedy Johnson.
Brandon Nieto.
Lucas Salinas.
Gabriella Kelly.
Jacob Morera.
Caitlin Keeland.
Amanda Salas.
And Kendall Sadler. Those are the scrambles for scramble number 16. Give them a little bit of your appreciation. When we roll out the red carpet for our calf scramble, there are two individuals that assist us in doing so. Our gate opener and the starter. Our gate opener tonight, it's the first Cowboy. Please welcome Tim Phillips. And our calf scramble starter, it's the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Chairman of the Board, Patman Phillips. As the Phillips family will open the gate, our chairman will get the hat ready to drop. The calves are coming up the alleyway created by the Calf Scramble Committee. The kids have inched closer to the line.
waiting to see the hat fall. The calves are running, the kids are waiting, and we are ready to go catch a calf for night number 16.
Well, they don't call it a scramble for nothing. The kids are off and running. Wow, we've already got some calves caught right on the line, covered in chalk, but hang on. Number 6 looks like he's got one caught here. That's Adam Hood. Number 4 is in a big-time fight, Logan Timbles. He's a chapter officer, wants to be a pipeline welder one day. I'm telling you, Andy, these kids are absolutely incredible.
Well, after you catch the calf, you got to put the halter on. And that halter only goes on in one fashion. If you don't tighten it down correctly, it'll slip off and the whole program starts over again.
We've seen it night after night. You have to run and catch and be super quick, and then somehow you got to remain calm and collected to get this halter on. Now, it is really difficult to get from the tail to the head of this calf. A lot harder than it looks. All right, we got a halter on one right there. Dan Muniz over there. He's been riding horses since he was 3 years old. A true ag kid. Number 25's got one caught, trying to get it across the line here. That's Lucas Salinas, and he just wanted us all to know how much he loves Buc-ee's, so good for him.
There's Aiden Calloway right by him, so it's 5 and 25. A little bump drafting as they try to get into the box, but look out, number 2, Dan Munoz of Jacksonville FFA getting closer as well. Who's it going to be? Oh, 25, Lucas Salinas. He crossed the line and then lost the lead rope.
Still counts, right? Oh, there's number 7 right there, Hudson Hare. He just wanted us to say that he is his parents' favorite child. No offense to his brother who's in the crowd. Oh, there's number 5, Aiden Calloway. He's one of the triplets that I told you about earlier. So now his 2 sisters who are not in the calf scramble tonight can be cheering extra loud for their brother who just crossed the line. Number 17 starting to get the halter on hers right there. That's Quinlan Gallick. She is a first generation in the livestock exhibitors. Very exciting year for her. Welcome to the calf scramble.
All right, Aiden, I can see that you're out of breath, but how excited are you to catch in the calf scramble?
I'm excited because, Dad, I know you're watching on here, but that means I can do a steer next year, just saying.
All right, so now that you get a purchase certificate, what kind of steer are you bringing back?
I really want a shorthorn steer for next year.
Okay, what would you like to say to this committee for putting all this together for us?
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and it's a great experience coming out here and being able to catch this calf.
Well, he's got some green in his back pocket, maybe a little bit on his face, but how about we give it up for number 5, Aiden Calloway, a Prosper FFA. We are changing his stars.
Isn't that just awesome? I love to see that. All right, number 22, kind of just relaxing here as he eases his halter on. That's Cannon Briggs. His sister is here, and he's caught before, so he feels very confident. He has a strategy.
We got number 19, Kinsley Rhodes of Shepherd FFA. She's got her own cheering section here in the southeast corner. They are behind her as she's only about 10 or 12 feet away from making it official.
Here goes Quinlan about to cross the line. She's about got this calf halter, bro. Houston, help her, we're right there. Yeah, we did it.
Don't quit, Kinsley. Whoop, whoop, easy.
I love that celebration.
There she goes. Come on, Houston, help out Kinsley. Just a few more steps. She's got it. Way to go, young lady.
Love to see it. You know, from these hard-running calf scramble kids to our rodeo athletes, Houston Methodist and Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine are always standing by to take care of any injuries that can happen to our competitors. And there goes number 9. She's got a run happening out here. McKenna Drexky. She was a fair queen at the Kendall County Fair. And now she's crossing the line in the calf scramble.
You know, this program, Janie, dates back to 1942, helping both FFA and 4-H exhibitors, because once you catch a calf, you receive a purchase certificate, and that assists you in buying a steer or heifer to bring back to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. This program has awarded over $22 million in certificates to nearly 25,000 students since it all began. Teaches so many life skills, such as caring for a living animal, financial accountability and record keeping, decision making, and communications, as all of these exhibitors keep in touch with their donors throughout the process. They'll also develop self-confidence and how to perform in front of a judge and show their animal as they come to a fall progress show, and then when they return in 2027 to exhibit their final project at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And it looks like we have one lone straggler that keeps ducking and diving and missing all the scramblers.
We got a calf on the loose over here, and a whole herd of kids ready to catch him.
That's 28, Caitlin Keelan of Kingwood Park FFA, getting some assistance from Bo Sheets. Nicely done. Oh, there he is. Boyd was talking about Barry Sanders earlier. This calf right here, he is ducking and diving. Whoop. Uh-oh. I mean, look at that. He's even dodging committee members. Uh-oh, Tuck. He's got him by the tail. Who's going to be the first one there? Is it number 20? Oh, no. Quick on the draw. The GOAT with the assist for Gabriella Kelly of Eagle Pass FFA. We may be a long way from Eagle Pass, but she is flying high tonight. Talk about swooping in. Way to go, Gabriella.
Woo! That was incredible.
That was cool. Thank you to Transocean for bringing us calf scramble number 16. It's a brand new day. It's playoff time in the Chuck Wagon races. Coming up next.
It's our distinct privilege to honor America's heroes, as well as their families who support them, like our Gold Star families who have made the ultimate sacrifice. On behalf of Crown Royal, we salute the men and women in uniform that make it possible for all of us to live with freedom and pride in our country. Tonight we honor United States Air Force Senior Master Sergeant. He is the Operations Superintendent for the Air Support Operations Squadron at Ellington Field Joint Reserve Base here in Houston. He leads the Tactical Air Control members for strike and command and control missions. He also serves as the Principal Air Force Liaison in support of United States Army Ground Combat Commanders for execution of close air support. He deployed the support of Operation Inherent Resolve and Operation Enduring Freedom. He has earned numerous awards and decorations, including the Meritorious Service Medal and the Aerial Achievement Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is United States Air Force Senior Master Sergeant Lawrence Paradise. Join me in thanking him for his 5 years of service and sacrifice to our country. Senior Master Sergeant Lawrence Paradise, we salute you. And thanks again to Crown Royal for sponsoring this salute. We heard from all of you, now it's time to hear from the contestants with the Axis Sounds of the Night.
All right, can I sign that for you?
You're the GOAT, greatest of all time.
Oh, I thought you was calling me an old goat. Get closer, act like you like me. All right. Hello, ma'am, how are you?
How are you?
All right.
And is it St. Patrick's Day or is that your favorite color?
Wait a minute. It's not St. Patrick's Day. And by the way, I'm married, lady. I'm married. Give me 5. Give me 5. All right. She didn't give me 5, she gave me 1.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. My mom cried when she saw me too.
Hall of Famer Leon Coffey. And now it's time for the first heat of the Chuck Wagon Races playoff time. Chevron, Kroger, and Mustang Cat And seeing I'm going all by myself, I get to pick first. I'm taking Chevron. You two can fight over. You can fight over Kroger and Mustang Cat.
All right, fine, Kroger.
All right, you all got Kroger?
It is.
Yeah.
All right, Enrique and Luis, you've got Mustang Cat.
We got Mustang Cat.
Red, white, and blue, baby. High octane. Away we go. Win number 1 for El Diablo.
It has not happened yet, sir. The runaway shopping cart and Kroger is in the race. It is 2 laps. So don't get too excited after the first one. It's who crosses the line first on lap number 2. This one is just where we get things warmed up.
Tonight's all about the night and the luck of Andy and Janie as we get closer to our first win in the playoffs.
But excuse me, it's Telemundo versus the world. It's going to be Mustang Cat tonight.
I don't know.
Vamos. Vamos, here we go. Mustang Cat, bring it home. Let's bring it home. Let's take this first one. Get on that winning streak. Vamos, Mustang Cat. Uh-oh.
It's not about the regular season, baby. What do you do when it's the playoffs?
You win. You win just like we just won.
I don't like you two at all.
All about the luck.
Numero uno.
Green for luck, green for money. Andy and Janie, number 1.
Hey, como dice en español? I better not ask you how to say it. It'll come out wrong.
Yeah, you don't speak Spanish very well anyways, boy. Just say winner. Just say winner.
Is this the first time Andy and Janie, you guys have been in first place in 2 years?
It doesn't matter. It's a clean slate. I forgot everything that happened before
All
tonight.
right, so Chevron, Kroger, and Mustang Cat brought us our first heat. We're going with Baylor, Ford, and STX Beef. So we're going to let the Hispanic guys pick first.
All right.
Well, Baylor Medicine. Boyd, where did you get the name of Diablo?
I wonder.
It's a little harsh, I'll admit. But
says he knows you.
Yeah, it says, I'm going STX Beef on this one. I'm going STX.
We'll take Ford, and we're going to smoke the tires off this thing.
Aren't we last?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Wins 1 race in
okay.
3 weeks, and now all of a sudden he's talking smack.
I love a brand new scoreboard. Why not?
Yes.
Somebody gives you a chance, take it, just like the young lady in the calf scramble. All right. The assimilated start is finishing up. Pick a wagon just like we have. See if you can win with us. Who picked the Ford wagon?
STX Beef.
Baylor Medicine, let me hear you, Texas!
Here is lap number 1. It is a 2-lap race, and the white horses of Ford are looking good so far.
But STX Beef is set up with a move. They block Baylor on the outside. They send them to the long wall. They cut behind Ford to the inside. STX Beef, andale, yeehaw!
Vámonos! Paisanos, vámonos!
Baylor on the inside.
Come on!
Baylor on the inside.
Come on! Yeah! Woo!
I'll just say, if we had to let Boyd win a race or he'd start crying.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
Don't.
It's sad.
Me.
Yeah.
Because if you can't beat him, let's change the rules. So that's why he's no way.
Yeah, if El Diablo cries, it is a sad sight.
Am I sensing some sore losers from our neighbors to the south?
I'm sensing someone sensitive because they're alone in the booth.
I'm up here with all my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, you are.
There you go.
You stated it.
What's that leaderboard say? El Diablo 1, Andy and Janie 1, and como dice 0?
Cero.
Tequila time. That's how you say it.
Yeah. We're okay either way.
Okay. All right, thank you to Chevron, Kroger, and Mustang Cat, along with our second heat. Great job, Baylor Medicine, STX Beef, and Ford. Don't blink, y'all. It'll be here before you know it. It's coming up really soon. Mutton busting when we come back. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the north end of the arena, on the arena floor, a horseback. This is the chairman of the board, Pat Man Phillips.
Howdy, Houston! I'm Pat Man Phillips, and I'm privileged to serve as Chairman of the Board of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And on behalf of our 36,000 volunteers, we want to thank you for your support so we can keep doing what we do best: promote agriculture, showcase our rich Western heritage, and support the youth of Texas.
I've lived in Texas all my life, but it wasn't until I moved to Houston that I felt the power of a community that works together. We have access to all forms of professional sports, music, and live entertainment. And it's right here in our own backyard.
There's nowhere else we would rather have our organization or a basketball team than Houston. You know, it's home. I love to brag about the Rockets and the other sports teams in town. And one of the first things out of my mouth when I'm talking about the great qualities of Houston is the rodeo.
I'm a music guy, so knowing the wide range of programming that the rodeo offers over the course of March is incredible to me, and in that I think the Houston Symphony and the rodeo have a lot in common.
These organizations bring fans together to celebrate under one roof. They stimulate the economy, provide education, and give back to the community. It doesn't matter if the performance is on a stage, grass, or dirt. They make our city not just a place to live, but a place to be proud of.
I feel like we've never been in a better spot as partners, and our partnership as we're looking into the future is really, really bright.
I think we should all be grateful to be in this town, and we're grateful that we have the rodeo to kind of bring us all together every year.
I think our relationship with the rodeo is unique. We both have the same goals for the community, and that's a partnership that we've enjoyed and we want to continue for many years.
Because of you, we can all continue to do what we do best, and for us, that means promoting agriculture, showcasing our rich Western heritage, and supporting education for the youth of Texas. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Let's rodeo!
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Hey folks, it's time to vote for the Hard Luck Awards, sponsored by Amegy Bank. You get to be the judge and decide who our winner is tonight. Watch the replays and your applause will determine who had the toughest luck. They'll go home with an extra $200 in their pocket thanks to Amegy Bank. We have 3 rides for you to vote on. We want you to cheer for all of our athletes, but save your biggest applause for who you think had the roughest ride. Okay, folks, this is my favorite part of the show because we give the power to the people. You're the folks that are going to choose the winner. Remember, it's the Hard Luck Awards, and sometimes the worst hard luck happened to the first cowboy. Sometimes it's the last cowboy. Sometimes it's the middle cowboy. So anytime you see some hard luck, we want to hear you explode. Get as loud as you can. Remember, you're the judge for the Hard Luck Awards, so let's get started with a bull rider, and we'll talk about some hard luck. Watch the left hoof of the bull. Watch the left hoof of the bull. It's going to hook him and then step on him right there. Watch his helmet. Thank God he's wearing it, because down in the well he goes, gets turned upside down, and then this left hoof right here, bam, right on the front of his skull. Folks, you got to get loud and rowdy and do it now. That was Tyler Bingham. Let's hear it. Ooh, 94. We got to get louder than that.
Let's see if we can do a little better for TJ Gray. Now watch this. This Oregonian is going to come down in a bad way, and then his foot gets caught, and then bam! Steps on his hand pops out, but his foot gets stuck on the bull, and then when he lands right there, crushes his left hand. We're not sure if he's got all his fingers. Come on, folks, let's help him out. '96, we're headed in the right direction.
Listen to me. This could be the first night we don't reach 100. Let that not be said about this audience, because I want you to count how many times this guy gets hooked or stepped on. His name is Tyler Taylor, and he's a Texan. All right, first hooking right there. gets stepped on. Bullfighter falls over the top of him, gets kicked. He thinks, okay, I'm free, I'm safe. No, you're not. Bam, wipes him out again. Down goes the bullfighter. Tramples on the top of his right butt. I mean, his right butt cheek is bruised. It's purple. And then just when he thinks he can run away safely, he's like, okay, I'm out of here. Watch this. He thinks he's away safe, but you're not. Tyler, you're not. Look out, he's coming back. Folks, if that doesn't get 100, 100 doesn't exist. Come on. $101. You did it. You brought it home. And thanks to you, Tyler Taylor gets the title for tonight's Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amity Bank. He's taking home the $200 cash. Listen, during our last rodeo performance on Championship Saturday, we'll show our top roughest rides, and the winner that night will be crowned this year's Hard Luck Award recipient. They'll walk away with the grand prize of $2,500. That's the Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amity Bank. We've waited for it, and if you're patient, good things happen. It's mutton busting time at Rodeo Houston. Thank you to HEB for bringing it to us. Let's go down to the king and queen of mutton busting and their entourage, Janie and Andy.
Boyd, we know you're green with envy because we've got some of the best company down here.
Oh, we definitely do. Everybody's having a great time, looking just like Andy and Janie. It is time for everybody's favorite event. Let's kick off the mutton busting.
Somebody went to the photocopy shop. George Hollins, 5 years old from Houston. George wants to be a scientist.
Smart kids, Andy. Absolutely great how well-rounded a group of mutton busters are here at Houston.
Now Rory Dalton, 5-year-old Rory. The Houstonian loves going to the carnival, wants to be a teacher.
Look at this ride. She's laying down right now, all the way to the far end of the pin. Hit the back fence. So impressive. She knows she was awesome.
5-year-old Avery Vaughn next to go. Avery hails from Houston, likes eating Oreos, and wants to be an artist. Let's hold on tight, Avery.
Favorite rodeo event is the roller coaster, and that sheep is a roller coaster of a ride. Way to hang on. I love those pink boots.
Over to Katie and Arlo Ramirez. 5-year-old Arlo likes riding horses, wants to be a paleontologist.
Absolutely amazing. Such a smart kid and an even better mutton buster. We're smiling. Great job out there.
All right, I may have to see if this is fake news or not. Merrick Esslinger likes armadillo racing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, of course, Andy. Don't you love the armadillo race, too? Great ride out there, and I like the cool green tennis shoes. That is a move, and I appreciate it.
Deer Park's Phoenix Martinez coming our way.
Awesome job out there. Wants to be a Major League Baseball player one day. You are a pro athlete.
Adelie Droll of Houston, Texas, 5-year-old Adelie likes barrel racing. Come on, Adelie.
She wants to be a mom when she grows up. Greatest job in the whole world. You are amazing. I love the wave.
Future swim instructor is Kendra Schwartz of Fulshire, Texas. All right, Kendra, hold on tight. You got a big grip.
She loves the sheep herding dogs. I bet we wish we could herd that sheep right about now.
Now Tulsa, Oklahoma's Annie Newell. Annie also wants to be a mommy.
I love all our future mommies out there, and good job. Great cowgirl boots. I love the wave yet again. You are amazing.
Stevie Douglas, 5-year-old Stevie from Houston.
Houston's own wants to be a veterinarian. So great, and good ride. That was a tough sheep.
Louise Parker Asher, 6-year-old Houstonian, likes eating funnel cake. We got a teacher in the making here with some pretty pink boots. Go on, Louise!
You got it, cowgirl. Making a ride. Hang on, and you did great. We're happy to be here.
Henry Kimball, 6-year-old from Houston, wants to grow up to be a motorcycle guy. Rev it up!
Don't we all just want to be the cool motorcycle guy? You are cool, Henry. Wave to the crowd. They love you out here.
Final mutton buster, Graham Godsell of Cypress, Texas. 5-year-old Graham wants to be a bull rider. Well, Graham, this is how you get started.
Woo! Good work out there, kiddos. That was an awesome showing in the mutton busting.
Every time we roll them in and ride them out, our contestants will leave here with a custom back number. It's got their name on it, and it is a reminder of the memory that was created. All of those smiling faces leave with a special prize and a great trip on the arena floor. But every time we do it, we give a special prize, a championship buckle, and a chat with Janie.
Rory, you are our champion out there, and hey, I want to know, what is your favorite thing in the whole wide world?
My mom and dad.
Oh, I bet you're their favorite as well. Congratulations, and hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
A teacher, Rory, you are amazing, and because you're our champion, Katie from HEB is going to give you this beautiful belt buckle. Go ahead and take it out, show it to the camera, because you're our winner, you're our star. Let's hear it for Rory and the Mutton Busters.
Good job, Cowgirl, and thank you to HEB for sponsoring our Mutton Bustin'.